What is up, guys? I am hoping that you are good. I have another repair to work on now. Yeah, I think once or two times every week I have to fix this issue. I don't know why. It just keeps coming. Alert, I see a tap wattage cannot be determined. Yeah, I fixed this 2 days ago. It has to be 2 days ago. If you check on my YouTube channel, it must be 2 days ago. And it's here again. With no, not the same laptop, different laptops. Yeah, that's the issue. That one, it's not the same issue. It's also a Dell, but the issue is that when you switch it on, the moment it goes to when it starts loading up and putting. Let me do this. I've got 5% on the battery, so this should be fine. The moment it boots into Windows, it just says shutting down. So it's just like welcome and then shutting down. However, after installing Windows, it doesn't do that. Yeah, the moment you install Windows, it doesn't say anything like that. Then when you update drivers, when you just leave it connected to the internet, it just goes shutting down. Yeah. The next time you try to switch it on, it'll be like welcome, shutting down. I've changed the SSD. Hey, welcome. Give you a minute. Okay. I've been embarrassed. I have no idea why, but I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there for now. Anyways, we're working on this one, so if you just give me a minute, I'm gonna open this up and see what's happening. So that is actually my laptop, which I was supposed to sell today. I couldn't sell it because it kept on saying shutting down. The moment you switch it on, it just says shutting down. I'm gonna deal with that. Anyways, let's work on this one for now. Try to figure out what is happening with this one. Probably, I don't know, 40 charging port. Who knows? Let's check it out. So I'm gonna pause the video now, as you know, so that I can disassemble this without taking much time making the video too long. Okay guys, I am in. Alright, so I'm in here, and before I get to the charging circuit, already I can see we've got an issue right over there. PQ7 is gone, so we need to find out what PQ7 is for, but I doubt if it's got anything to do with our current problem. So the other thing that I noticed is that someone has opened this before, because this particular screw, come on, focus. And this particular screw is supposed to be coming from above the cover, which will be here, but it was underneath. So someone has been in here and didn't put back things the proper way. Typical of every technician, including me, myself, and I. As long as it's working, as long as it doesn't affect the behavior of the device, why bother? Which side am I supposed to start with? I think I'm supposed to start with this side, but there seems to be a screw or something. No, it's a charging port. I'm trying to go find a shortcut of not having to take out the charging port, because I do have a charging port on the side. I was working on another Dell, which is completely dead, so I'm gonna use that charging port. This particular device, I know it, the 6th and 7th gens of this Dell, they are always a struggle to take them out here. Come on. What's holding it in? Let me check. here's the board. It was being held by the speaker cable, and alright, so as you can see, there is the device. Now it's off. It's completely gone. I put it here and it was charging. Now it has gone off completely. I have no idea why. It has to switch on from dead, basically. From being off, not dead. Let's see from here. Okay, welcome. Shutting down. There, you can see it. That's the issue with this thing. And when it says that it's shutting down, dead. You need to figure it out what's happening. First of all, that it's only doing that when it's on the charger. We'll have to find out why. Maybe it's because the charger is too big, because that's a 180 watts. Anyways, here we are with this device, AC adapter not known. I almost said not installed. It's actually unknown. Alright, our AC adapter is coming from over here, so we are looking for PL4. At this point, I know most of them, they have their PSID coming through PL4. So our PL4 in this particular case is right over here. I can see it over there, PL4. So it should be one of these two. One of them is a cap and the other one is, no, one of them is a resistor and the other one is a coil. So let's see who is who. Deep mod. So this should be our PL4. Alright, what I'll do is I'll just get a charging port and probe to see if we've got continuity from the charging port to this coil. Where is it? There we go. So I've got a charging port connected. There's a small pin, small extension which Divine had made for me here on my multimeter, and now I've broken it. It's short again. Okay, there it still reaches. So I've got the central pin in there and you can see continuity there. We are fine, so we cannot blame the charging port. It's fine. Well, this is my charging port. I didn't check the one which is on the motherboard, on the casing. This is from another motherboard. Anyways, let's just continue like that. Okay, seems like we don't have any ground here. Let's check around PQ4. And we are fine around PQ4. We only have one ground, which is fine. And around PQ3, seems like we are fine. Then we go to PU1. PU1 should have only one ground, not two. And it seems like we're fine. Okay. I'm gonna plug this to the HDMI just to check before I proceed to fix something which is not faulty. It might just be a charging port because I'm using a different charging port now. So let me check with this charging port if I still have AC adapter on. I'm gonna fire up OBS and then we see from there. So that is a third startup, so it should head over to display now, but OBS isn't opening yet. Where is OBS? Let me close some applications here. I've got quite a lot of them running at the same time. Okay. Did I start OBS or what? I don't think I'd started it. Yeah, it's coming. There we go. I don't have any display. OBS is freezing. You know, the worst thing is that I cannot change this laptop simply because I bought a license for this. If I change my PC, I have to pay for the license again, even though this PC is slow. I cannot increase the RAM on this PC because if I increase the RAM, the software tells me that I've changed the PC. Yeah, so I'm stuck with this for 1 year. Which is, I think, until January next year. It's completely freezing. Let me try to close some applications. Telegram in particular, it's gone. The only big program that I know would take a lot of RAM is Opera Mini, so I'm gonna close it up. Alright, after closing Opera Mini, I've managed to get OBS running, so we still have the same message. Alert AC adapter wattage, wara cannot be determined. So we still have an issue here, guys. Yeah, we still have an issue. So let us try to solve that issue. Figure out what's happening here. I'm just gonna grab a donor board quickly. Alright, so I just happen to have this close by, like very close by. So I wanna check something here. And that is ground. And that is fine. So remember, I've got that PQ7 which is blown. It's not really affecting anything. We'd have to get a board view for it just to know exactly what it does. In the meantime, I have to figure out why we have got it. AC adapter cannot be determined around here. So this is not the type that uses. This is the type that uses CD3301P also. You can see it over here. From the previous video, we had an issue with this, but in this case, in this particular case, we do not have a short anywhere. This is normal ground. There's nothing there. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. This all looks to be fine. I've once fixed it where the issue was the PQIC, that guy over there, but that's very rare. Let me search it from Telegram here. I'm gonna get the board view, LAC631P. Alright, I've got a PVT file over here. I've got the board view file. Let me just open up quickly. Okay guys, I managed to get a board view. It was marked with the same board number, but no, the orientation is not the same. So I'm working with this one. This is the same exact motherboard that I'm gonna use as a donor board. So as you can see there, I've got a missing component, which is that cap over there. Come on, yeah, which happens to be that cap over there. Anyways, I didn't want to take much time, man. So I already went ahead and tried to probe around comparing components. So I compared the resistance across ground for PQ3, for PQ4, the resistance around the resistors around, Now I came to PU1. So remember, PU1 is the one that I've mentioned to say it receives the PSID from the dock station, which is here, and from the charger. If you've got a Type-C charging port as well, you'd have a different PU1 which can receive the PSID from all three sources, and then it sends that one signal going out to the EC chip, which is going to identify the charge, more or less, something like that, something along those lines. Anyways, comparing to ground, so if I go to my pin number 1, yeah, I don't have any resistance. I've got like infinite resistance. This is my ground, which is fine. And then if I go to the other pin, I'm hoping that it's visible on all sides. Not so clear, but I'm pretty sure you can tell what I'm doing. Anyways, when I get to pin number 3, I've got like 2000 ohms, as you can see there. When I come to pin number 4, there's nothing. I've got like infinite resistance. Pin number 5, which is the output, I've got 53 kilo ohms. And then pin number 6, the last pin, we don't have anything, like infinite resistance. That's on the donor board. Checking with the actual motherboard that we're working on, pin number 1, before we get anywhere, is like 94 ohms. Pretty low. And comparing that, the other one is infinite resistance. Ground, which is fine. We come to pin number 3, got like 30 something kilo ohms. Guess it's okay. Come to pin number 4 here. Don't have anything. Output, that one was giving us 30 something kilo ohms. This one is only giving us 2000 ohms. We come to this, we're getting like 400. So this was giving us infinite resistance. So what I'm saying is that areas that actually have high resistance on the donor board have got almost, yeah, very low resistance on the board that we're working on. So I am going to take a wild guess and replace PU1. What I'll do is I will start by removing PU1 before I actually replace it. I'll just check for the resistances across. I'm not holding it properly. There we go. I've got this guy off now. Let me check the resistances once more. There's pin number 6. We're back to infinite resistance now. The output, we're back to kilo ohms. And pin number 4, we now have got infinite resistance. Interesting. Now let's get to pin number 1. We still have a low resistance on pin number 1 though, 94 ohms. That's my biggest concern. And then here we still have our kilo ohms. So I'm pretty concerned about pin number 1, of which, when I'm checking on the board view that I managed to get, it's completely different. As you can see, the orientation for this is like this, is this way. It's oriented like this way, but on this board view it's oriented like this across, as you can see there. And when I click on pin number 1, which I have done there, pin number 1 actually says it's for dock station PSID. Says it's for dock station, and when we come at the back of the dock station, that's where we found this PT7. In the first place, the moment that we opened this thing, we had an issue here. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we've got an issue here. It might not actually be affecting us directly, but I'm sure it's related. Just give me a minute, I'll be back. So right now I'm gonna remove that PT7, which is over here. It actually doesn't cause any short. Remember, I checked. As much as we no longer have a connection to wherever it's supposed to be going, we didn't get any short. So let me take it off and it's off from the motherboard now. Let's check. This was ground. We are okay. Like as you can see, we didn't get any short. Of course, we've got some resistance. Let me check with this. Yeah, we actually have a resistance across, no resistance across there. So let's check again our pin number 1. If it's still giving that 1 ohm resistance, that 90 something ohms. Huh. If you look at that, it's gone. We no longer have like 94 ohms. Back to infinite resistance, infinite, there is something, ground, and then 59 kilo ohms. I think we've fixed that issue now. I think we are sorted. Just give me a minute to replace that PU1 there. I need to replace my soldering tip very soon. I can still work with it, but I can tell now it's no longer as pointy as I want it to be. So let's start with PU1 there. Let's reduce the airflow. So PU1 is right over here. So we'll take this one and put it over there. I'm gonna have to find a way to squeeze myself through because I've got the phone so close to the motherboard. So let's go. PU1 down there. This resistor over here, which was starting to lift off. Okay, that's good. Let's also replace that PT7. If this turns out to be the solution, I'll be so pissed off because I've wasted so much time unnecessarily. I mean, this was an obvious situation. Why is it so difficult to remove? Wow, that was quite a challenge. Got it now. Right. So I prefer to add a little bit of solder to this. I don't even know why I used water at the end of the day. to that small resistor which I replaced, which I made to come to the PCB. So it's starting to lift off. There we go. So I've got this in place. Let's plug the HDMI cable and then the AC adapter. Okay, I see the PC. I see the board has started now. Okay, it's on. Let me check OBS if it's gonna display now. I'm gonna try to leave this facing my screen over there. Still not display. Oh, there we go. Dell. Let's see what we're gonna get after this. Ah, we're good. We are good. Make a external keyboard there. We no longer have that AC adapter error, what. Got the keyboard plugged to the USB port there. F2 to enter a setup utility. Just give it a minute. I can see it's on now. Taking a bit of time to get it displayed. There we go. Battery information: AC adapter 180 watts. Let me see if I can move it. To make it clear, let me try to zoom it in. So there we go. This has been fixed. Got AC adapter 180 watts. This is now charging. So I'm gonna plug the battery now. So there we go. Battery plugs right over there in that corner. Can't believe I took 28 minutes to fix this. At this point it's 28 minutes. Okay, I've got the battery in. I'm not even sure if it's a compatible battery or what. It says not installed, so I'm not sure if I have to restart the device and then switch it on once more. It says not installed there. I'm gonna switch it off. Switch it off. Where's the power button? Oh, it's over here. Okay, it's off now. Let's give it another try. I need the external keyboard. Okay, I've got another port here for convenience. Give us the display now. Oh, it probably had already given me a display, but because I zoomed the picture, I can't see the left side. Okay, there we go. No, it still says it's not installed. Let me see if I can get another battery and plug it in from another device which is exactly the same, because it might be the case that this battery is actually dead. Let me give it a pause. Okay, I've managed to get the battery. This one was saying communication error. That's the first one I had. Now I've got another one in. So you can see it's actually saying health is good and it's charging it on 1%. Let me zoom in on that. got 1% and the health is on good and it's charging. So this is fixed, guys. I'm hoping you enjoyed the video and you learned something. I'll be seeing you guys in another video. Cheers. That's it for now, guys. Bye.